Good evening. This is the special coverage of the coronavirus crisis using the combined forces of News 5 and Signal TV's 1 News, Radyo 5 and 1PH. The number of COVID-19 recoveries jumped to more than 1,300 in the country's sharpest single-day recovery so far. The Health Department reported 101 new recoveries, bringing in a total of 1,315 patients who are now negative for COVID-19. Confirmed cases increased to 9,485 after the DOH registered 262 new cases. Meanwhile, the death toll for COVID-19 is now at 623, with 16 patients recently succumbing to the SARS-like disease. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres says the department targets to open all 4 mega swabbing centers in Metro Manila within this week. The first one is located at the Philippine Arena, opened on Tuesday, Thursday, April 30. Other locations for the facility are the Mall of Asia Arena, Enderon Tent, and Palacio de Manila. Vergeres explains that each of these 4 mega swabbing centers can run around 5,000 tests daily. The IATF has recommended to President Duterte to include the province of Albay and Zamboanga City among areas under the enhanced community quarantine. According to the IATF, officials from the said LGUs asked to remain under ECQ due to their high number of COVID-19 cases. The areas were recently given the green light to relax its quarantine protocols to GCQ after the assessment by the IATF. Since May 1st, areas remaining under ECQ are the National Capital Region, Central Luzon except Aurora, Calabarzon, the provinces of Pangasinan, Benguet, Iloilo, Cebu, as well as the cities of Bacolod and Davao. Congress resumed session today with the Senate holding theirs through hybrid means. We have Mean Los Baños to give us the latest. Mean, kamusta ang pagbabalik sesyon ng Senado?
Alam mo, Jess, 15 senador lamang ang physically present sa pag-resume ng sesyon ng Senado ngayong hapon, habang 8 sa kanilang mga senador ang work from home o present lamang sa plenaryo o sa sesyon sa pamamagitan ng teleconference. Agad na tinalakay sa plenaryo ang pag-amyenda sa rules ng Senado para payagan ang pagsasagawa ng sesyon at iba pang pagdinig sa pamamagitan ng teleconference, video conference at ilan pang electronic means. Ayon kay Senate Majority Leader Mig Zubiri na gumaling na sa COVID-19, kailangan talaga ang mga nasabing option sa panahon ngayon. Mahirap daw na ipagbakasakali na pumasok ang lahat ng senador ngayon lalo't may ilan na sa kanila ang senior citizens o kaya naman may mga sakit na. Pero malinaw sa pagtalakay ng mga senador Jess sa Senate Resolution 372 ngayong hapon na sa ilalim lamang ng national emergency gaya ng nararanasang COVID pandemic, pwedeng payagan ang teleconference o video conference. Kasama rin sa papayagan sa work from home setup ang natural calamities gaya ng malakas na lindol o man-made calamities gaya ng gera at iba pang pangyayaring di kakayaning pumasok o yung tinatawag na force majeure. Narito, Jess, ang pahayag ni Senator Zubiri.
This will only be utilized during times such as these, which are health emergencies, national health emergencies, during times of force majeure, which is the natural calamities, maybe earthquake, if the earthquake deems that our building is unusable and no longer can be used for sessions, then we can do this through video conferencing. Force majeure also could mean man-made calamities like war, if there's peace and order problems and we cannot attend sessions. Only an exception rather than the rule.
Samantala, Jess, napagkasunduan naman ng mga senador na mahalagang mapagdesisyonan ng mayorya kung maituturing bang national emergency ang isang krisis o kalamidad bago sila magdesisyon sa work from home options para hindi ito maabuso. Napagkasunduan din na para sa mga pagdinig na in aid of legislation gaya ng sa Blue Ribbon Committee, dapat yan personal pa rin silang pumasok at mag-imbita ng guest sa Senado. Giit ni Senator Lacson, kailangan kasi ng personal na panunumpa ng mga iimbitahang witness. Samantala, Samantala, pinayagan na rin ang botohan sa sesyon sa pamamagitan ng teleconference basta nasa ilalim pa rin ng national emergency ang ating bansa at hindi talaga kakayanin o delikadong pumasok ang mga senador. Jess, bago lamang nagsimula itong sesyon ng Senado kanina, sumailalim ang lahat ng senador kanina na umattend ng sesyon kasama yung kanilang mga staff, lahat ng nagtatrabaho sa Senado, kasama na yung sa Office of Senate Sergeant at Arms sa rapid testing. At sa kasamaang palad, 15 ang nagpositibo dito sa rapid testing na ito. Ilan sa kanila, staff ng mga senador, nila Senator Gatchalian, Senator Villanueva, Senator Mig Subiri, at agad nang pinadala itong mga nagpositibo sa rapid testing sa ospital para sa swab testing at para makumpirma sa PCR kung sila ay positibo talaga sa COVID-19. Jess?
All right, thank you for those updates. That was News 5's Mean Los Baños. OFWs were quick to push back on the move to increase their Philhealth premiums, which they say does not really do much for them abroad. The government was also quick to respond, saying contributions will no longer be mandatory for them. Jenny Dongon has a story.
Stories of overseas Filipino workers struggling to budget their monthly salaries are nothing new. But after the move to increase OFW Philhealth contributions, some could not help but to air grievances. Rosemary Galvan, who works as a domestic helper in Hong Kong, says she would have to pinch some 900 pesos from her 30,000 peso monthly pay to accommodate the increase in premiums. She insists this is no small amount.
Malaking bagay po yun sa amin kasi mostly sa amin dito, yung pagganyan po, meron din kaming pamilyang sinusuportahan po sa Pilipinas, magkano lang po natitira sa amin, may allowance din po kami dito. Meron din po kaming pinabayarang SSS. Kaya pag wala pong matitira sa amin.
Connie de la Cruz, who is also an OFW in Hong Kong, held a protest over the move along with other OFWs, saying the premium hike puts more burden on their finances amid the ongoing pandemic.
Parang pinipili talaga ay pinaporsigingin na magbayad. Ang mahal-mahal na mas. Mas mahal na yun mas mahal na yung TOEFL na pinabayaran na tapos magdadagdag ng 3%. Mabigat talaga 3% na inaano nila sa akin. Bakit kasi ang mahal? Tapos hindi na naman namin magagamit pag nasa Pinas.
Philhealth explains the contribution will only be increased by 0.25%.
Mandated by law yan, yung Universal Healthcare Act na pinirmahan ng Pangulo natin last year. Mag-increase ng 0.5% per year starting this year hanggang 2024. So last year 2.75% ang rate natin. This year magiging 3%. So yun ang premium rate na nakasaad sa batas.
Philhealth President and CEO Ricardo Morales says the agency was able to collect some 1 billion pesos in contribution from OFWs. But benefits enjoyed by OFWs and their dependents outweigh that amount.
In return, yung mga OFW natin and their dependents, yung mga nandito sa Pilipinas, receive 1.7 billion of healthcare benefits from Philhealth. So, lamang yung ating mga OFWs and their dependents kasi nandito sa Pilipinas yung mga dependents sila sa exchange ng premiums and benefits.
According to Philhealth, out of some 10 million OFWs in the country, a little over a third are registered. The agency says they will be lax in collecting payments in light of the COVID pandemic.
Since I'm sure hindi pa naman matatapos to ng May 30, we're looking at a longer period of the moratorium. So in effect, a flexible payment period. You know, the reason na hindi masyado nating ginit itong moratorium sa payment, kasi meron din namang mga members na gustong magbayad.
But after the hike in contributions draw flock from OFWs, President Duterte immediately ordered Philhealth to make payments voluntary.
Ipinapaalam po namin sa inyo na nag-issue ang direktiba ang ating presidente sa Philhealth para gawing voluntaryo po ang pagbabayad ng mga OFWs ng Philhealth premiums.
Apart from this, Pala says departing OFWs will no longer be required to pay Philhealth premiums before being issued overseas employment certificates. The Health Department has also suspended the provision in the implementing rules and regulations of the Universal Healthcare Law, which allows increases in OFW premiums. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
More stories coming after a quick break. This is our special coverage on the COVID-19 pandemic. Stay with us. Welcome back. You are still watching the special coverage of the coronavirus crisis using the combined forces of News 5 and Signal TV's One News, Radyo 5 and 1PH. The House of Representatives resumed its session today after almost 2 months. However, ABS-CBN's franchise was not in the lower chamber's agenda. To tell us more, we have Ria Fernandez joining us live from Pasig. Ria, nagbigay ba ng paliwanag yung mga kongresista kung bakit hindi kasama sa agenda ngayong araw yung pagtalakay sa prangkisa ng ABS-CBN?
Just walang ibinigay na paliwanag kung bakit hindi napag-usapan ngayong araw na sesyon ang nakabingbing prangkisa ng ABS-CBN. Gayunpaman, sa text sa atin ni House Legislative Franchises Committee Chairperson Franz Alvarez, iginiit niya na walang dahilan para hindi magpatuloy ng operasyon ng ABS-CBN kahit na mag-e-expire ang prangkisa nito ngayong araw. Inaantabayanan nga sa agenda ng Kamara ang pagtalakay sa mga inihaing franchise renewal bills para sa ABS-CBN. Pero maski sa privilege speeches ng mga mambabatas, walang nagbanggit tungkol dito. Ipinaliwanag naman ni Congressman Franz Alvarez ng House Committee on Legislative Franchises na dapat pa ring magpatuloy ng operasyon ng ABS-CBN. Maliwanag naman daw kasi ang legal opinion ng DOJ at ang utos nila sa Kamara sa National Telecommunications Commission kaugnay sa naturang permit habang pending pa ang franchise renewal sa kanilang komite. Una nang nagbabala si Solicitor General Jose Calida sa NTC sa pagbibigay ng provisional authority sa ABS-CBN. Kinokonsidera niyang unconstitutional ang pagpayag sa pag-operate ng ABS-CBN kahit paso na ang permit nito. Sa isang pahayag naman kanina, sinabi ni Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque na bahala na raw ang NTC kung susundin nila ang Kongreso. Sa ngayon, wala pang schedule ng pagdinig para sa ABS-CBN franchise bills. Sa pagpapatuloy naman ng sesyon ng Kamara kanina, 25 lang na kongresista ang physically present sa batasang pambansa. Ang iba na 276, nakilahok na lang sa pamamagitan ng Zoom teleconferencing app. Inaasahan nilang ito na ang kanilang setup sa mga susunod na araw hanggat nandyan pa ang panganib ng COVID-19 sa bansa. Kaya inadopt ng mababang kapulungan ng Kongreso ang motion ni Majority Floor Leader Martin Romualdez na amyendahan ang kanilang rules para sa online session at committee meetings. Just base sa sesyon kanina, pagtutuunan muna ng ating mga mambabatas yung mga hakbang na magpapadali sa kanilang pagtugon dito sa mga negatibong epekto ng COVID-19 crisis. At kasama na nga rin yung pag-iimbestiga nila dito sa mga napaulat na problema sa distribusyon ng Social Amelioration Program o SAP-AID. Pasado 4:30 p.m. kanina nang suspendehin nila ang sesyon hanggang 3 p.m. bukas. Jess?
Ria, may nabanggit ba si Congressman Alvarez about the possibility of them sending a message or at least a statement to the NTC nga, ordering them or at least summoning them to grant ABS-CBN provisional authority at least to operate despite the franchise already expiring today?
Kung pagbabasehan natin yung text message niya sa atin kanina, wala siyang nabanggit kung ano ang magiging hakbang nila following the statement of Solgen Calida. Basta iginigiit lamang niya na there is no reason para tumigil sa operasyon itong ABS-CBN kahit expired na ang franchise nito ngayong araw dahil kung matatandaan nga natin, in-enjoy nila o inatasan nila itong NTC na maglabas ng provisional authority pagka dumating na itong May 4 para mabigyan din sila ng panahon na mas mabuting matalakay itong issue ng ABS-CBN franchise renewal.
Alright, maraming salamat. Ria Fernandez reporting to us live from Quezon City. The Justice Department maintains its stand that the NTC should grant ABS-CBN provisional authority while the network's renewal bid is still pending. Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara reassures ABS-CBN that there is sufficient basis to allow the network to continue operations even as its franchise expires today. Guevara explains that there is no law that governs the rights of an entity that has already been granted a legislative franchise and has operated for years. Back in March, the NTC vowed that it will grant provisional authority to the media giant after House leaders urged the agency to take action. Meralco assures consumers that flexible payment options will be available after it has started to issue consumer bills for the first time since the implementation of the ECQ. According to Meralco spokesperson Joe Zaldariaga, the bill reflects the average consumption of their customers for the last 3 months. A staggered payment scheme will be implemented in which the payment can be made in 4 tranches. Each tranche will be added to the first regular billing once the situation normalizes. Actual computation of the consumption is expected to resume in June.
Hindi naman din kasi namin pipigilan kung gusto nilang bayaran in full, and they also have that option na utay-utayin ito. So lahat ng leeway ibibigay natin sa mga consumer.
And that's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.